we'll go a different way, you and me. Tell your friends that this might take some time and you'll be back another day. I can see us breaking down the barrier. Oh yeah. With the speed of light we cross the stratosphere. Oh yeah. We can go so far, so far away. Baby, let's go far, so far, you and me. Let's dance the night away, we're locked together far away, you and me. We'll have a celebration to an unknown destination, can't you see? I can see us breaking down the barrier. Oh yeah. With the speed of light we cross the stratosphere. Oh yeah. We can go so far, so far away. Baby, let's go far, so far, you and me. We'll dance on that till the break of dawn. Come on now, let your feelings show. Oh baby. We'll dance on that till the break of dawn. Come on now, let your feelings show. Oh baby. We'll dance on that till the break of dawn. Come on now, let your feelings show. Oh baby.
Hi guys, welcome to the live stream. This is going to be a really fun live stream for you guys today. So let me know if you can hear me and see me, and hopefully, very, very hopefully, the camera quality for this scene should be good. I've got myself some new technology so that I can bring you a nice picture of me in 1080p instead of my webcam. So I'm gonna be looking down and saying hello to everyone in the chat. Hello Shamita, hello Cool Cookie, hello hello Amber, hello Quinda. Wait, what's Quinda, is that right? Hello Sarah, hello Christine, hello Randy, hello Mash, hello everyone in the chat. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Hello Francis, hello Anne. Hello, Gina. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, everybody. So, oh, this is your first time attending a live stream. Yay, welcome, welcome. So, I've got a cam link for, well, it's not really the cam link that Elgato makes, but it's a similar product so that I can use my nice camera for webcam, and hopefully it's a nice picture. The saturation was like really high on the output, so hopefully I don't look like an Oompa Loompa to you today because I turned it down a little bit, but I'm glad to see you guys here on chat. Oh, you can't hear or see? Refresh your stream. Hello, Alyssa. Hello, Trish. Hello, everyone. So today, and Clover, can you guys see Clover? Can you guys see him? He's chilling in the back. I think he's a little disappointed because he hasn't had a walk this morning, which is real sad because I've been busy. I know that I've been busy trying to get ready for the live stream this morning. Hello, Sharp Tooth. Hello, Tina. And I actually have an interview after this, so I don't know if I have time to like really take him outside after the interviews. So I need to stop looking at the viewfinder and start looking at the lens. Thanks. Camera feed looks great. Thank you so much. But hopefully, so he'll be able to go out a little later, like maybe later this afternoon. But so he's looking real sad over there. Lucienne, I just moved for the first time. Well, I'll put this on the screen. Just moved for the first time and we'll binge watching your organizing. Oh, thank you so much. Can't wait to hear some laundry tips. Well, today we're going to talk about laundry. Laundry is one of those chores that I have not really begun to appreciate until I was a little bit older. I actually was never in charge of doing my own laundry when I was a kid. My mother never let me, she didn't not let me, but she never made me do my laundry. And we actually had a cleaning person come and do the laundry every week. So I just kind of got my laundry done. So when I moved out and went to college, my parents were a little bit worried about me because first of all, I didn't know how to do my laundry and I didn't know how to cook. So when I moved out, they were like, is she going to be okay? My dad was really worried, but my mother was like, she'll figure it out. And I did. I figured it out. But I have, when I go to clients, I see a lot of problems with their spaces. And a lot of those problems has to do with laundry. So we'll talk about that today. How am I feeling? I'm feeling okay. After I'm done with my presentation, I'll talk a little bit about how I'm feeling because I don't know if you guys know, but next week there's no live stream because I'm going to be under the knife next week. So we'll talk a little bit about that after the presentation. But I'm thinking behind on the comments. Oh, you're doing laundry as you watch. That's awesome. So the thing about laundry is that a lot of the problems that I encounter with clients with laundry have to do more with behaviors and habits than actual laundry organizing solutions. So we'll talk a little bit about that today and about how to care for some of your fabrics, what fabrics to wash, what fabrics not to put in the wash. We'll talk about dryer balls versus dryer sheets. We'll talk about some of my favorite organizing products, and we'll just talk about how to make the laundry not so awful for you. So I hope you're excited. I do have a little presentation, so we'll start. We're going to enrich a mundane chore. So the whole thing about laundry for me is when I was living on my own for, the first time, I really avoided doing laundry a lot. I would wait till the basket was just bursting to do the laundry, and by the time I got around to it, I had to, I lived in an apartment, so I had to go down to the scary basement to do the laundry, right? And there was spiders and dust and all kinds of other, it was dark, and I just really wasn't looking forward to doing the laundry. And plus I had to lug a whole laundry basket up and down the stairs, which was really, it's a daunting task. So I put it off. But in my experience, I figured out ways to make that a little bit easier and a little bit more fun so that I did laundry more frequently. Next, is this just run the next scene? I'm still learning to use my software. I'm still learning. Okay. So what can you do if your laundry is out of control? And this is the situation that I see when I go to clients' houses a lot. Their laundry is everywhere, all over the floor. And I've seen this scene so many times that when I walk into the bedroom, it looks like a closet, just exploded. There's socks on the floor. There's things on the bed. And I've also seen, this scene a lot where they've tried to contain some of the laundry mess. So in this picture, we've got some baskets and bins there, also some boxes. We're doing okay. But there's still a lot of mess around. And a lot of the times when I go to clients' houses and there's a problem in the bedroom or a particular room where they're doing the laundry, it's because the laundry is out of control and not being done frequently enough. So my main solution for people having problems with their laundry is do more laundry loads, which sounds awful, especially if you don't like to do laundry. I admittedly, I did not like to do laundry, right? And you're asking me to do more laundry. What is wrong with you, lady? I don't know. But here is my thinking with this. The more laundry loads you do, the more frequently you do this during the week, the less you're going to have to deal with overall. If you put this off, you're dealing with 2 weeks or 3 weeks worth of shirts, maybe 4 weeks worth of underwear, lots of bras, and then maybe if you're very particular, you're separating the whites from the darks, from the colors, you're doing all that stuff, and it becomes one big overwhelming chore. One of the things that helps clients and helps people that I help is stopping that feeling of overwhelm. And putting off doing the laundry is just going to build that stuff up. Like, it's just, and I can relate a lot to, what it is to procrastinate. I can totally relate. But doing more loads is going to help you prevent some of those problems, because a lot of the action in doing the laundry is the washing machine and the dryer doing its stuff. It's very passive. The only really active work that you have to do is bring the laundry to the machine, right? Put the laundry in the machine, put the detergents, all your additives or whatever in, and then your laundry machine does its job, and you get to do something else for, an hour, 2 hours while your laundry is in process. So a lot of it's passive. So the more frequently you can do your laundry, the less time you'll spend doing those active laundry chores. Like, you'll have less to fold. It'll take you a lot shorter time. You'll have less to put away. It'll take you a lot shorter time. And it's the same thing with cleaning too. Like, you clean frequently throughout the week. That way you don't have this, big mess waiting for you at the end of the week. Sorry, I'm reading the chat a little bit. And I have some things to say about this particular pile of clothes that I got off the internet. I don't know this person. Whoever this picture is, it was a picture I just got off the internet. A lot of your favorite clothes that you like to wear and that you want to wear are probably in this pile. This is where the gold is. And if your room looks like this and your clothes are on the floor, oh, there's a cat there, I think, and your clothes are on the floor, you might need to declutter your closet, because the stuff that's left in there is the stuff that you're not wearing. Right? The stuff that ends up like on the floor and in the laundry basket is your favorite stuff. The stuff in your closet. If this is your room right now, this is an opportunity for you to establish whether or not that stuff you left in the closet, or you left in the wardrobe, or you left in your dresser is like even stuff you like. Because you're going in, you're weeding, and you're picking all of your favorite stuff and you're wearing it, and it's all over the floor now. So now's the time. If your clothing looks like this, if your clothing organizing solution looks like this is an opportunity for you to declutter the stuff that's left, or question the stuff that's left. Okay. So another thing that really helps people keep a hold of their laundry is to establish a laundry schedule. A lot of people ask me about my cleaning routine and cleaning schedule. The cleaning schedule is a little bit more difficult for me, because I do like to clean items frequently throughout the week and not save it all up for like a once a week cleaning, day, because that's not a super fun way to spend my day for me. Even though I do like cleaning, I'd rather just keep it clean throughout the week, and then maybe work it like once a month if there needs to be a detail clean, which I'm talking about actually in a video that's coming up like next week on the channel. However, I do have a schedule for laundry, and I do break it up into groups so that it's not so overwhelming. So I do wash my clothes at least once a week. Actually, here's my schedule. At least once a week. This is just a very generic schedule. I usually end up washing my clothes also on Saturday, but I didn't put that on there because I didn't want it to seem too overwhelming. But I wash my clothes on Monday and Saturday usually. Because sometimes during the weekend, or getting closer to the weekend, I can get a little bit of like sweaty. It's more in the summertime, when my clothes are really sweaty. On Wednesday, I do towels. I gather up all the towels in the house. That includes like dish towels, things that are like terry cloth, that are like similar fabrics. And I get all those done. I just knock them out. And on Friday, I just do the bedding. There's something I don't know what it is about Friday, but there's something about Friday with the bedding that is so like special to me. I'm like, oh, it's Friday, it's bed wash day. So I just wash all of my bedding on Friday, and it's usually, it's the reason I only have a few pairs of bedding. Like, I think I have 2 bed sheets and like maybe 2, one extra pair of pillowcases, because when I wash them, I just put them back on the bed. I just put them back on the bed. That's like Oscar Madison's room. I don't, so I end up having less, and I end up storing less because I'm not saving up all of this laundry for, another time. I'm doing it on Friday, and then I'm putting it right back on the bed. It doesn't take that long. Especially if it's just the one set of bedding, Another thing to stop all of the insanity from getting too much is to divide your piles before you get to wash day. So when you're, taking off your clothes at night or before you shower, you can have dedicated bags or sorting bins for your whites, your darks, and things you have to hand wash. These are the pictures from the laundress's website, which I'll talk about the laundress in a few minutes. I love the laundress. I think they're a fantastic company. They are like a high-end like laundry, I guess, purveyor, but they make really fantastic stuff, and I love their story. Lisa says, I do laundry on the weekends regularly. That's very good. It's kind of a relaxing, as long as you have a schedule, I think that it can really help you. But another way to make it easier for you is to divide the stuff before you get to wash day. Some people get to wash day, right? And they're sitting there and they're taking out all of the whites and they're separating from the darks and the colors and they're making piles. And it makes everything just really so much harder. So if you can do this before you get to your wash day, then you are like good to go. The other thing I recommend, yes, Francis, you can get the bag on the right. That's like the triple bag from the laundress's website. I have linked it down in the description, I think. Not this particular bag, but the laundress's website. I don't think they're too expensive too. I think they're like $30. And another thing I wanted to say about laundry bags and laundry baskets is to make things even easier for you. And this is something I discovered when I was, living in a place where I needed to go downstairs to do the laundry. Is a laundry basket is good if you don't have to go up and down the stairs, but a laundry bag that has a handle where you can keep one hand on the handle and one hand on the banister so that you do not fall down the stairs, and that it's easier for you to carry your stuff downstairs makes your laundry much more manageable. Especially there's a really cool, I didn't link this product, but I will try and find it and link it. There's even like laundry bags where you can wear on your back. I think they're made mainly for college students or people who have to like take their laundry to a separate laundry mat, which I did for a long time. It's a struggle, but I did it. So it's a big backpack for your laundry, and it's made so that it's like evenly distributes the weight of all of your laundry up and down so that you don't strain your back very much. It's fantastic. I know Umbra makes one, and I'm sure other companies make them too. I forgot about that before I did the description, so I will try to update the description as soon as I can. With all this, do we divide the clothes as soon as they come off the bodies? Yes, it's so helpful, so helpful. So this way, if you're making your schedule, you are doing laundry more frequently so that you're not doing you're not dividing your whites into 2 loads. Can you imagine? Well, I mean, I've done it before, but like that's a lot, if you're doing more loads like throughout the one day because you waited so long that you have to do 2 loads of blacks and 3 loads of colors and, just 1 load of whites. It's a lot on you, and it's like you're all day doing laundry. So the more frequently you can do it, the better, and the faster you get, to your divisions, the better. Can I just get to the next scene? Sorry, you guys, that didn't work. Because that's not the next scene. I need the next slide. Technology is good. Okay, so let's talk about things you can wash in the washing machine. And it's a lot of things. You can actually, and if you didn't know, if you have a pet, you can actually wash dog toys in the washing machine. I don't think I've talked about this in a while. I think I might have talked about it when I did the live stream about pets. But washing machine is a good thing for your dog's toys because they get really gross. The dogs have a lot of slobber issues. Put them in there with some vinegar or just maybe with some plain water or just some baking soda. I don't use detergent with those, but they do get clean with just some vinegar. And you can even put them in the dryer. They come out sparkling clean. It's magical. I don't know how it works, but dog toys. There you go. So fabrics you can wash are cotton, wool, some synthetics. We'll talk about particular synthetics that don't do too well in the washing machine. So that includes microfiber cloths, which we'll talk about in a second as well, rayon, and linen. Some of these things need to be hand washed particularly, but I just want you to check your tag. But all these things are washable. When in terms of synthetic fabrics, and especially in terms of microfiber is a synthetic fabric that's made out of very, 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 very fine plastic. And it seems really strange because this plastic material can be very soft. That's because the fibers that make up microfiber are much thinner and smaller than even the human hair, so much finer than the human hair. That's how these fabrics can be pliable, and that is actually how, and they have little like spiky things that stick out. If you look at one really, really magnified, and that is how they trap, particles and bacteria. And that's why a lot of companies that sell microfibers say they're antibacterial. It's because they actually do trap bacteria and probably some viruses. I don't know if they trap all viruses, because the viruses are very, very small, but they definitely will be able to trap bacteria and other small particles. However, because microfiber is a microplastic, every time you wash microfiber, some of the plastic fibers do come loose from the cloth or whatever you have, shirt, jacket, whatever, and go into your water system, which leaks into rivers, oceans, lakes, things like that. Lakes, probably not, but rivers. I don't know what I'm saying. Rivers, and then in turn, by having these small little microfibers in the rivers and oceans, fish will eat them, and then in turn, you actually eat them if you eat fish. So in trying to stop some of this micro plastic waste into the environment, there is a product called Guppy Friend, and it's a wash bag. Actually, my Guppy Friend is missing in action. I think I need to buy a new one, but I've talked about it before on my channel. It's a wash bag that actually traps those microfibers inside the bag so that fewer of them go into the oceans and streams and rivers. There is another product that's like a little ball that catches microfiber. I haven't tried it yet because the last time I looked at it, it was actually in a Kickstarter, and they weren't selling it yet. But I think that was a couple of years ago. So I might order it and try it out for you guys and let you know how it works. But there are a number of products available, but most notably the Guppy Friend wash bag to catch those microfibers before they go into your washing machine and into the water supply, into the river, into the ocean, because we don't want that. It stops their micro waste. Aside from the micro waste, though, microfiber is a very good fabric for cleaning, again, because it's catching all of those little bacteria inside of its little jaws. So let's talk about things that you should not wash, especially in the washing machine. And I'm not saying you can't wash them at all. I'm saying that you need to spot clean these. Be very careful with these items if you have them in your collection and you're thinking about throwing them in the machine or hand washing them or doing whatever. So Coraball, thank you very much. That's the other product that is like the Guppy Friend competitor or what companion maybe. So non-washable fabrics are viscose, polyamide, and these are like synthetic fabrics. Some of these can be mixed with rayon, even if they're either going to shrink up and you're not going to be able to wear them, or they're just going to stretch out and they won't fit you anymore. They're really strange because they're synthetic fabrics. They're not going to behave like a cotton fabric in the wash. Leather labeled not washable. So we're not talking about leather patches or little pieces of leather on clothing, or leather straps on clothing. Some of those things can be safely washed and it's fine, but talking about leather that's labeled non-washable. And that's a really good time to tell you to be very careful about looking at labels on your clothes before you do anything with them. Because for a lot of things that say dry clean, you actually can wash in your washing machine, but if they say dry clean only, probably don't do it. And we'll talk about the fur with the skin. Not a lot of people have this anymore, but if you do happen to have something, fur with skin, maybe a fur muff with a skin inside, don't wash that, because it's not so much the fur, but the skin, it tends to shrink up and get misshapen, and it's not good. Items with structure. So this is things like structured jackets with like really carefully sewn in structure, things with boning, and things with things manufactured with pleating. So anything that like a pleated skirt, things that have the pleating, that you don't wash those. Okay. You can spot clean, but don't put them in the machine. You will ruin the pleating. And lastly, items that say dry clean only. So there is a whole thing about, items that say dry clean, and items that say dry clean only. So items that say dry clean, I think you can go ahead and experiment with it very, very carefully, very, very gingerly. But items that say dry clean only, I would go ahead and drop those off with your dry cleaner. Although nowadays, not a lot of us have occasions to wear dry clean only items in September 2020 when I'm filming this. But if you're watching this from the future and the world is back to a normal place, then hopefully we'll be getting back to those nice clothes. Maybe you're walking around wearing fancy clothes. I don't know. And I wanted to share a product with you guys that I saw on the interwebs this morning while I was updating my Amazon store, because the folding rack that I use usually is called it's called Foldy Rack, like FOL hyphen D hyphen RAK, Foldy Rack. And I bought it at the Container Store like 7 years ago. I don't think they sell it anymore. But it's a really fun garment rack, and it takes up like almost no space when you put it away. But it's not really readily available anymore. But I came across this on the internet on Amazon, and it's called the Sherwin drying rack, and it looks incredible. And I think it's less expensive than the Foldy rack. I think the Foldy rack was maybe been $65, $70. And this one might be like in the 40s, maybe, don't quote me, but it folds up super, super small, and it looks incredible. It looks incredible. So I also have put that in my Amazon store. I do think they're like getting low on stock, so if you want one, I say pick it up now. I'm sure they'll restock. So let's talk about dryer balls versus dryer sheets. I happen to have a dryer ball and some dryer sheets here. This is a hot debate with a lot of people. So first we'll talk about why you would want to use dryer sheets and or fabric softener. So when you wash your clothes, they build up a static charge. There's electrons everywhere, and you're going to have your socks stick into your t-shirts. And also you don't get that like super soft fabric feel that when you first bought your t-shirt. And I think that there is actually a coating on your t-shirts when you buy them to make them feel softer. I know that I think this is definitely true with like sheets and stuff. So when you wash your clothes and you don't use fabric softener, and you don't use dryer sheets, it can feel a little stiff. And also your fabric can, maintain this static charge, and can make putting your clothes away really difficult. And this is why people love dryer sheets. It removes the static charge. It also deposits like a fatty, sort of oily, not oily, but it's like a fatty, soapy substance it coats your clothes with like a substance that's got little like fatty fabrics that it deposits all over your clothes when it's in the dryer, when it's tossed around. And over time though, and they're scented, which makes your clothes smell really good. We like that, right? However, and I do believe there is a time and a place for dryer sheets and dryer balls. It can build up a residue on your clothes, and especially a residue on your bath towels, making them not as able to absorb water as well as when you first bought them. And ultimately, and they get kind of crispy too, I've noticed. The terry cloth, cotton, and fabric softener and dryer sheets don't react well over time. It's nice for a while, but you'll notice the more and more you use fabric softener with towels, especially, the less and less they're effective, and they get like crunchy and weird. There are ways you can soften towels without using this with borax. If you guys are familiar with borax, it's a really, really old product, but it's fantastic at softening towels. Baking soda is great as well as I I think OxyClean will work sort of, but not as well as a fabric softener. But over time, a fabric softener will sort of ruin the efficacy of your towels. The other alternative is a dryer ball. And dryer ball will be tossed around with your clothes, and it actually will actually decrease the time that it takes your clothes to dry, which is fantastic. So it saves on energy, and it will help remove some of that static cling from your clothes. And you can either buy wool dryer balls. This is a wool dryer ball. I have 3 of them, or you can ball up aluminum actually and put that in the dryer as well. Does sort of the same thing. I think you should replace these like every 65 washes for the aluminum, and maybe like these you replace sort of annually. And you can also scent these with essential oils, which I do. You can put some essential oil right on the dryer ball, maybe like 5 or 6 drops. I like to use lavender. Let those go in the dryer for like 5 minutes, and then put your clothes in there with them, and it makes your clothes smell really good. And then you didn't use a dryer sheet and deposit stuff all over your clothes. But again, there is a time and a place for me for dryer sheets. Like, I kind of like these. These are the Home and Planet dryer sheets. You can get these at Target. They smell really, really good. And occasionally, if I'm feeling, kind of special and extra, I'll put those in with my clothes. But I won't put them in with my cleaning supplies, right? Like my microfiber cloths and cleaning cloths and stuff like that. And I won't put them in with my towels. But I will put them in occasionally with my bedding. So I just kind of pick and choose, what I want to do to my clothes at any given time. And especially if you're sensitive to the stuff that's in dryer sheets, definitely maybe cut off the use of those. I just want to read the chat. The aluminum ball wouldn't scrape up the inside of your dryer. It does. It might. You've used the same dryer balls for 70. Yeah, these are still going to dry. I haven't replaced these yet. A lot of people are asking about vinegar. Vinegar rinse is, it works pretty well. I don't think, I find that the vinegar, more than softening the sheets for me, will take away any weird smells that are in your laundry. So I mostly use them for like weird smells or for washing my dog's stuff, because it's safe to use vinegar with dog stuff like dog bed, but it does take away a lot of the smells, as well as baking soda will eliminate a lot of the smells. But vinegar it can soften clothes, but it won't be as good as a dryer sheet or dryer balls. It's because the dryer balls doing the agitation I think is going to do a little more than the vinegar, because I think the agitation is really what you want to soften the fabrics. But I have, and I had a dryer ball that was, I have dryer balls that are look like hedgehogs. They're really cute, but they did beat up the inside of my dryer. They're better if you have like an aluminum inside of your dryer, like if it's metal, but if it's white, it's gonna scrape it up. It's mainly just making marks on the epoxy or whatever that's on there, but they beat the heck up of my last dryer on the inside, but it still worked great. They were very cute. Oh, you use vinegar on your dog stuff? Yeah. As a women's health nurse, dryer sheets and fabric softener can be used. Yes. So be careful the use of your fabric softener and your dryer sheets with stuff in your intimate laundry stuff, which we can talk about. So I don't think I made a slide for this, but I do. The only real separation I make with my laundry, because I wash a lot of items on cold, is I do like to treat my underwear and stuff in my delicates very gently. So I do have some really nice laundry bags that I can stick my bras and underwear in and wash them on delicate. I have a really lovely delicate wash from the laundress that I love to use, and it is very nice. It's very nice. I can't stand dryer sheets. Yes, I'm one of those people. Yeah, some people really, the dryer sheets is a very polarizing topic. I like, and also there's other uses for dryer sheets other than actually using them to soften clothes in the dryer. You can use them in your shoes to freshen up your shoes, and to freshen up spaces in your car is a good place for a dryer sheet if it's little stank in the car. But you know, if you're looking to stop using dryer sheets in your wash and you're looking for ways to actually just use them up, those are, you know, a good solution. There's some people that said put dryer sheets in your hair if you're having static problems. I wouldn't do that because it's probably going to do the same thing. Your clothes is going to leave the nasty residue and ugh, la 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 la. Oh, and also the dryer sheets. Yes, thank you for bringing this up, Mary. The dryer sheets will increase your the flammability of the fire potential in your dryer. So be very careful about using too many dryer sheets, because the vent will fill up with those little fibers, because they don't all attach to your clothes, right? They don't all adhere to your clothes. They go into the vent. And also make sure that that you're clearing the lint tray every time that you do your laundry. You know, funny thing, I talk about video games every live stream because I love video games, but like in The Sims, if you're not familiar with it, it's like a life simulation game. They actually introduced into the game, I think a couple of years ago, a laundry pack where you can do your laundry in the game. And if you don't empty the lint tray for like a number of cycles, your sim will probably catch themselves on fire with the laundry. And it's probably it's like one of the funniest things in the game. Like the whole machine will just catch on fire and your sim will like freak out, and like it's just really funny. So I love that they've kept that like sort of realistic in the game. They're like, empty the dryer sheet and empty the lint tray in the game, otherwise your whole like house will catch on fire. It's pretty funny. I never considered any of this about dryer sheets. I'm gonna put that on the screen. I use Mrs. Meyer's well, stop using. I mean, you don't have to really stop using them. I feel like there is a time and a place for dryer sheets. But you know, I try to use more of these than I do dryer sheets, because really all you want to do is agitate your clothes. And I do like the lavender essential oil smell in there too, just so my clothes smell really nice. I like that. Oh, Amber, you almost lost your sim that way. That is so funny. Yeah, I love that they've introduced into the game this mundane chore that everyone hates, but it's like fun to make your sim do it, you know. It's so funny. I also like to talk about some of my I think I've talked about the laundress so much on my channel, and I don't want to like this is a ridiculously expensive laundry detergent. Like, it's dumb. However, because it's like a really good smelling laundry detergent and it's like a really pretty bottle and I love to like look at it, I don't mind doing the laundry as much. And I think that can add to some of the like the hesitation with doing laundry about like it's boring. Like, let's face it, it's really boring. However, if you can, you know, if anything that you can do to make it more fun for you is going to encourage you to do it more. And for me, it's like, you know, lovely smelling fancy bottles of bougie laundry detergent. For some people, it might be making folding a really good time. So I lost my video of my using the Foldy rack, no, the Flip Fold, but this is a product that I highly recommend if you are into making piles of folded clothes and having them all be the same size. I personally don't make piles anymore, but I do still like using the I keep calling it the Foldy rack. It's not. It's the Flip Fold. And it's a really popular product. It's just a little folding board that you can use to fold your clothes. But the great thing about it is all the folds come out the same size. They have different sizes, colors. I use the Flip Fold Junior because I'm a petite lady. And it was super popularized by the Big Bang Theory when that was on. I think it was like 10 years ago, might have been. And I was working at a Container Store, and at the day after that episode aired, dozens of people would come in the store. They're like, flip and fold, because before it was called a flip in fold and now it's just called Flip Fold, but they were like flip and fold, and I was like, yep, it's in the back. We sold tons of those, and I thought it was super funny. Hey Alexis, you totally watched that video the other day. Awesome. Oh, here we go to talk about the Lavabo laundress. So laundress makes a form of their signature fancy detergent in a Lavabo scent. And it's like, yeah, it's like $65 for a bottle that's not as big as this, right? It's like it's way smaller. I think it's like half the size, because I think it might be like 16 ounces, and it's like the ultimate bougie. There's also like a Tyler's luxury wash, I think it's called, that's really expensive as well. But people who use that laundry detergent, I haven't tried it, I should get it for a review. People that do the laundry, have tried that laundry detergent, say that it's fantastic and they would never go back. So one of these days, I think I should do another string of laundry product reviews. So that'll be really fun. I do have some cleaning product reviews coming up on the channel, which I'm very excited about. I just received a product the other day. I haven't opened it yet, but I'm very excited. So yeah, it's 16 ounces, so small. So that's what do you clean using a $65 16 ounce bottle of laundry detergent? Like what is the qualification for using that? That's what I want to know. Like, can you only wash like your designer clothes using that? Or does it get relegated to socks, you know? Married Kondo method, so I don't need the folder thing. Marie Kondo method, yeah. Or say she said Marie, right? It's not Marie Kondo. As I feel like, is he Marie or Marie? I've started calling her Marie now because I feel like it's probably the way that it is. But yeah, I don't need the folding thing either, because of the file folding method that I use. However, I do still fold the shirts with the method, but then you can just do the double fold. So a pair of fancy underpants only. I know. Oh, linen sheets and Chanel. Those are the things that get relegated to the expensive bottle of laundry detergent. I think that's so funny. So I think, was this my last slide? I think this might be my last slide. So we'll go back to my webcam. In closing, I want to say that I will be doing another full episode on laundry organizing, but it will be a video coming up on the channel next week. I am pre-filming for the next few days. But I've got a bunch of exciting stuff, and I hope that you will be excited for tomorrow's video, because it's like all tongue-in-cheek, nothing serious. So please, no one be offended or get upset. It's a fun video. It's a fun video. So I think that's my chat about laundry organizing. I don't think that it's so much about putting up shelves and doing all the fancy stuff, like the cherry on top stuff is so fun. But I think sometimes more of the helpful information is in the concepts in talking about like how frequently you do laundry, how you're setting up systems to set you up for success so that you are not dreading this chore that we all have to do, right? Even if we're stuck at home, which I'm stuck at home right now. I haven't really, been getting dressed up to go out, but I've been getting dressed to be on camera. And I do the laundry, especially because it's been super hot outside. I think it's nice and cool this morning. I haven't really checked. But because I've been, sweating and stuff, I'm doing so much laundry. I've found more than when I get older, the more frequently you do it, the less it sucks. And the less problems you have with having laundry all, on your floor. Please don't put laundry on your floor. That's like the whole thing I'm asking. I see a lot of people with they just throwing things on the floor. And I just, I want to discourage you from doing that, especially y'all out there who just put the socks on the floor. What's that all about? Just just take one extra step and go for the hamper. Let's see what guys are saying. Thank you for doing this live. Oh, thank you so much, Heather. Thank you for doing that. Maybe Clover's clothes in the law. You know what, you might have a point. Where did he go away? Oh, he went away. I don't know where he went. But yeah, he's got a couple of jackets. He's got a few jackets. He actually has a cooling coat, which I didn't use this summer, which I'm kind of mad about because I keep forgetting about it. I'm like, oh, he's got a cooling coat because he'll go out and he's like And I'm like, oh, I should have brought the cooling coat. It's this little like coat you can put on your dog, and and what you do is you put water on the coat so it's wet, and it will wick away some of the, as it evaporates, it wicks away some of the heat from their body, because dogs don't sweat, which I mean, I'm glad they don't sweat, because ill. But they can't really properly cool themselves, like we can with sweat. So it actually, I guess it just acts as their sweat. If you could see the light bulb that you can't, the light bulb that just, hit me is out of frame, so you guys can't tell. You guys can't tell. So 15 minutes left. So I just wanted to chat with you guys about what's going on next week. And I also apologize to people who are members as well. I know I've been really late on the members only content for August, but I will have that up very soon for you. It's going to be a little bit of a different members only content for you. So, and we are doing a members only live stream on Saturday, which I'm really excited about. So if you are, and the members thing is not something that, I talk about a lot, but if you, love the content and you want to support, in more ways than just watching, you can join and be a member. There's special members only content and members only live streams there, and we have a good time. And you get a cute little house next to your name, a little icon, and you can use clover emojis in the chat, which are really fun. I have to make some more clover emojis. But I will be... can I talk about this membership? Yeah, I mean, it's there are different. It's like a Patreon, so it's a patron program. So it starts at $199 a month, and then it goes up from there. I think the highest tier is like $35 or something like that, and it's just a monthly gift if you would like to contribute to giving Clover some food and things like that. So that Clover can live. But it actually, a lot of the money that I earn from the channel, that from memberships, actually just goes back into the channel. Things like buying a cam link. I keep saying cam link because it's not the cam link. Or things like buying a capture card so that I can, use my nice camera as a webcam instead of my MacBook webcam to give you a nice quality picture. So I do, put the money back into the channel when I get paid every month from the memberships. So it is optional. You don't have to do it. If you just want to watch the videos and leave a like, that is good enough for me. Nothing will change for you. What time is Saturday's live? I think it's at 10. Oh, not $199 a month. Oh my gosh. No. Can you imagine? Can you imagine though? Oh my gosh. No, like $1.99, like nothing. It's like a tip, if you wanted to give a tip. I feel weird talking about it because it's like, back in the day there was Patreon, right? If you got, something out of someone's content and you wanted to, give them a couple of coins every month. But now YouTube has its own native program with that. And I'm actually a member of, I think I'm a member of a couple channels, but they're, channels that I get a lot of value out of, and I feel like, it's worth it for me to get those, extra benefits from being a member, and also to, sort of give back because, it feels good. Apple needs to update the webcam of the MacBook Pro. Yeah. Well, you know what? The link is in, should be in the description. If it's not, there should be a join button on your, if you look at my channel page through your computer, there should be a join button. Join button doesn't always show up on mobile, but it is there. I don't know why it doesn't show up on mobile. YouTube needs to fix its UI a little bit on mobile, but maybe they did with this latest update. I don't know. But the webcam in the MacBook Pro actually isn't too bad. It's actually really good, but it's not as good as my Sony RX 100 Mark VI. It ain't 1080p, so this is a much better picture than my my webcam, and I've been trying to up my sort of production game for the last year with these lives. It's probably not been a year, a few months to these lives, so I'm hoping that I get better and better each time. It's been a really fun experience, and I actually need to buy like another tripod to go on my desk to have the camera. Right now it's mounted on something very precarious, so if I touch it, it's gonna fall down. Extraordinary. It shows up on iPhone but not iPad. What is up with that? It is so, YouTube, fix your UI. I don't need to talk bad about YouTube. They do a lot of things, and they have a huge platform. 400 minutes of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute, so they're doing a lot. But it is a little frustrating that the button doesn't show up. So next week I will not be around on live stream. Videos will go up, but I won't be going live because I am having a procedure on Wednesday afternoon, hopefully. So I'm gonna take a couple of weeks and rest. I think that I've heard, and if you don't know, I'm not private about it. I'm having some fibroids removed from my lady parts so that I can have my life back. I've been frankly super tired because of the symptoms that it causes. I'm just feeling tired and like achy and sore, and just not my best. So I'm hoping that I'll, after I get this procedure, I will feel a little bit more like myself again. I'll like the energy back. So, and they said maybe after a few days I might feel sort of back to normal-ish. But just to be safe on the channel, I will load you guys up with videos for 2 weeks. So that you guys aren't high and dry while I'm in the bed. But I will be, checking social media, so I will be in the comments. And if you guys have any like questions and stuff, I will be answering questions in the comments. And I'll probably be on Instagram too. And I probably will be on my gaming channel as well, if you guys aren't familiar with that, because all I have to do is sit there and game, and that's probably what I'll be doing for the most part of my recovery, is just sitting there playing video games. So if you guys want to come and hang out and watch me playing some really wholesome Animal Crossing, you can do that during the next couple weeks as well. I feel like I said that like 4 weeks ago, because I did take a little bit of a break a couple weeks ago, but it didn't really go very well, the break. Thank you, everyone, wishing me a safe recovery, and Toy, of course. Yeah. Could I do a bit on my favorite YouTube channels at some point? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's really appropriate for the channel. Unless the channels are about the stuff on my channel, I don't know if it will be very popular. But yeah, that's kind of a good idea. You guys know some of my favorite peeps. I've made it no secret that I love Melissa Maker from Clean My Space. I've been watching her for years, probably since like 2012. And I had her on my podcast when she only had like 133,000 subscribers, and she has been a wonderful support to me and my content when I ventured into the home YouTube space. And she and Chad are super nice people, and she's a really amazing business person, and her channel is well researched, and she's just an all-around nice lady. I also love Cass from Clutterbug. I think she's fantastic. She is dynamic on camera. She's super. All these people are Canadian. No. But she's super nice. She's got her own show on HGTV now. Is it HGTV? I think. Anyway, she's wonderful. She's Cass from Clutterbug. She's amazing. Oh, thank you. Everybody's being so nice to me in the chat. Thank you so much. I'm hoping the surgery is going to be all good. I think it's rather routine. I'm having the kind where they do it with robots. So I'm hoping that's going to be fine. I love a bunch of YouTube channels. A lot of the YouTube channels that I like about home stuff are some of them are like brands. Like I love the House and Home, another Canadian company, House and Home channel, just because I love to like watch and like be voyeuristic with some of those home tours. And I love like Refinery 29's home tours. I think those are so fun. I like addicted to watching those. But a lot of the content that I watch other than home content is like stuff that's weird, like, gaming channels and gossip and entertainment and like Philip DeFranco and what other stuff I don't know, just like dumb stuff that I love to watch. Yes, I follow Arvin Orlano. I love him. If you guys are not following him, please, oh my gosh, please follow him. He's first of all, he's fabulous, right? He's fab. I want to collab with him so bad. I'm fangirling so hard. He's so fabulous. He talks about home design, and he mainly talks about budget shopping at like Home Goods and stuff, because your girl loves a good trip to Home Goods. And I love his style. I think he's so fantastic. Please follow him. He's freaking amazing. The best. Another Canadian on housekeeping, The Secret Slob. I've never heard of that. I need to go check that out. Yes, Arvin is he's so funny. He's so funny. He's so fabulous. I have a crush on him. He's just amazing. He's like my he's my interior decor like boyfriend on YouTube. He's so yeah. I love it. He says nobody asked before he starts this video. He's like, well, nobody asked, but here's my top tips for shopping at Home Goods, and it cracks me up. I love him so bad. Oh my gosh, Mash, thank you so much. That has been one of my most fun projects I've taken on all year. I started it last year, but I didn't really start uploading to it until Animal Crossing came out, and people like Animal Crossing, so I was like, I like Animal Crossing, and I like watching Animal Crossing while I'm playing Animal Crossing. So I was like, I can upload Animal Crossing content, and it's been super fun. So if you guys like wholesome cuteness, I have a gaming channel, plugging it here. It's called The Organized Gamer, although I'm thinking about rebranding it. But it is super fun. The Minimal Mom, actually, Jane, the Minimal Mom, she's fantastic. I'm thinking about doing a reaction video to the Minimal Mom. I think she's great. It was a video I hadn't seen of her, but I did. I'll just give you guys a little preview. There's a reaction video coming tomorrow, and I had a lot of fun making it. I hope nobody is like mad about it, but I had fun making it. So I hope you guys will watch it. It's sponsored, so give it a like, because that helps us put food on our table, and buy dryer sheets and stuff so that we can continue washing our clothes. I don't understand. Occasionally I get these comments in my comment section. They're like, I hate the little ad read that you did in the beginning. Well, I'm like, well, there's a huge graphic in the corner that says ad feature so that you can scrub and skip it. We're all grown-ups here, and people have to make a living. So I don't understand those comments in 2020. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, Jane, yeah, check out the gaming channel. I mean, if it's not your thing, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Because that's why it's on a separate channel, right? Because like I'm playing games, I'm acting like a complete idiot on another channel, and then I'm also acting like an idiot on this channel, but talking about different things. Oh, everyone's waiting for some Sims. I wanna put Sims on that channel too. There's a couple of things stopping me from making Sims content. It's first of all, I have some software limitations or hardware limitations a little bit, and I think I can still do it. The other thing is I don't want to alienate the people that came for Animal Crossing, and that's like 4,000 people. Might even be 5,000 people. So I might dip my toe in that, and we'll see what happens. But if it's not well received, then I will probably have to take that content to Twitch. But I do want to get back to Sims, because I still play Sims. Like when I fire up the Sims game, I'll play for like 6 hours. No real talk. I get lost in that. Yeah, we need fun these days. I feel like a lot of the stuff during the lockdown and the pandemic, which is still going on, that has helped me has been a little bit of escapism, frankly. I mean, maybe it's not the best, because I'm like teeth grinding, I guess, in my sleep now. And I do have some soreness in my neck. And I've been trying to mitigate that with breathing exercises and talking to my therapist and trying to, talk about my feelings, because we are all under this weird constant amount of low level stress now. And, there's a lot of things happening, especially in the US, that are really stressful. So I think that escapism has been really important to me during this time, in a healthy way, not like, complete escapism, like I live in a simulation, in a video game. But like a few hours a day when I can like talk to my frog neighbor about like catching fish or bugs and not have to worry about like putting a mask on and going outside has been very therapeutic to me, in 2020. Definitely. Yeah, escapism is something that that has been helping me basically through my entire life. I was always like a daydreamer, head in the clouds. And if I was bored, I would just like make up a dream and go crazy, start living in my own little fantasy, little imagination place. Ozark on Netflix. Oh, my husband watches that. I have not gotten into it yet. I feel like it's really dark. I don't know if I would. I don't know. I don't know. I saw a post in the about Acadia. Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. Which refers to what we're all probably feeling right now. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Acedia. Like embarrassing myself on live stream. On live stream. I have to look that up. Yeah, it's like a weird, like low level, constant level of stress that we're all dealing with right now, and it's been kind of weird. Like some days I'm okay, and then some days I find myself sort of kind of feeling very negative or like sad. I can get really sad about the whole state of things and the world. Yeah, it's rough. But on a good note, I have to get out of here because I have an interview in about an hour and I have not done any preparation for it. It's I'm gonna be on a podcast and I got these talking points and I'm like I looked at these for like 2 seconds and I replied like thanks, and then I was like but live stream no. So I gotta go, but I want to thank you guys so much for coming. Oh, you think it's acedia? Oh, that makes sense. I gotta look that up. But so no live stream next week, but probably the week after that I might or maybe I might take 2 weeks to myself. I'm not really sure. It depends on how I'm feeling. I'll let you know. Watch the channel. Keep up with my Instagram if you're not following me there. I give some updates. Sometimes I'm gone. Sometimes I'm there. So, but I really loved talking to you guys. I hope you're having a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. How do you end the chat? Here we go. Bye.